Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss how to create cost centers. So first we are going to create the cost center standard hierarchy, and under the standard hierarchy we are going to create the cost centers. So what is the standard hierarchy? So it is the highest node for all the cost centers under which multiple cost centers and cost center groups are created. So the cost center is used to collect the overhead cost from other modules to controlling, like we are posting salary expense. So during the posting of salary expense, we will allocate the cost center. So it will distribute the salary expense into multiple cost centers, like the salary expense of HR department, the salary expense of finance department. So we are going to create the department wise cost center, and then we are going to distribute the overhead costs into multiple cost centers. So it is also used for planning the cost for different department and analyze the plan cost with actuals. So initially what we are going to do, we are going to plan the cost for the period, and then after the posting of actual cost we are going to analyze the variance between the plan and actual cost. So there are two types of overheads. One is direct overhead, another one is indirect overhead. So ultimately all the direct and indirect overhead we are going to allocate to the products. So what we are going to produce, so all the overheads are going to allocate to our finished goods which we have produced. So direct overheads are allocated to the products using the activity types, but the indirect overheads are going to allocate it to the products using the costing sheet, which we are going to discuss during the creation of costing variant. So we are going to define the BOM and routing. So routing is defined when we are going to use the product cost by order, and in the production order when we are going to produce when we are going to use the discrete manufacturing business process, we are going to allocate the routing. So routing and master recipe is differentiated because routing is used for production order and master recipe is going to use in the process order, which is used in process industry. So multiple cost center categories are available in the system, and it is used for grouping similar nature of the cost centers. So let's go in the system, and we are going to create the cost center standard hierarchy, cost center groups, cost centers, and we are going to see what are the cost center categories and how we are going to create all these elements. So I'm going to SAP screen. So I'm going to SPRO, SAP reference IMG. So when we have maintained the controlling area, we have assigned the cost center standard hierarchy as well. So let's see our cost center standard hierarchy. My controlling area is 1214, and I'm going to see what is my cost center standard hierarchy. So I'm going to create the cost center standard hierarchy 1214. So I'm going to create this, save. So my standard hierarchy is now created. So it is taking too much time. Let's log in another screen. So it is now saved. So my standard hierarchy is now created. So I'm going to create the cost center groups and the cost centers under this standard hierarchy. So go to accounting. So let's also see what are the cost element categories, cost center categories. So cost center categories are defined under controlling, cost center accounting. So in the master data, cost centers, and here we are going to define, but system is already created some cost center categories. So let's see what are the cost center categories. So you can see multiple cost center categories are already defined, and we are going to define the cost center categories to group multiple types of cost center category, multiple types of cost centers. So here you can see this is the production category. So all the cost centers related to the production we have to create under this cost center category. So you can see system is going to record the quantity, and actual actual primary cost is recorded, actual secondary cost is recorded, actual revenues are logged. You can also check. So here by pressing F1 you can check the system is going to log the actual revenue posting, because cost centers are not used for recording of revenues. It is only used for the recording of expenses only. So it is also log the plan revenue. So plan secondary cost, plan primary cost will always be recorded. So commitment update is logged. So this is the cost center categories. So I'm going to use these cost center categories while creation of cost centers. So go to controlling, cost center accounting, master data. So here we are going to see cost standard hierarchy. I'm going to display. So my controlling area is 1214. So under my controlling area, this is my standard hierarchy. So this is my standard hierarchy. I have not created any cost center group or cost center under this standard hierarchy. And let's go and create the cost centers. Individual processing, I'm going to create the cost center. So my cost center I'm going to create is 1001, and this is going to be effective from 01.015, and this is related to production, and I'm going to create the production department as a cost center, and ABC is responsible, and my here we are going to assign the cost center category for this, and this is for production, and my hierarchy is 1214, which we have already discussed. And functional area is used when we are going to use the cost of sale accounting, and we will discuss in another video about the functional area, what is the cost of sale accounting, and profit center will also we will discuss. But profit center is assigned to the cost center master data, and when we are going to post any financial posting to any cost center, system is going to also post statistical posting to the profit center as well. So when we are going to assign this, we will also check. And in the control data, what we are going to see, this is the checks we have seen in the cost center category, and this is the template. This is used while posting from one cost center to another cost center. We are going to define about the costing sheet, which is used during the production, address, communication, and history. And now I'm going to save this. So my cost center is now created. So let's go and define one cost center group as well. So I'm going to create this. This is my cost center group. which and it is my standard hierarchy as well. So I'm going to create under this standard hierarchy. So you can see this is already created in my standard hierarchy, Hassan standard hierarchy. And now I'm going to create this another group under this, and this is production department, and I'm going to create multiple cost center under one this. So we have assigned this cost center under this production department cost center group, and this is under the standard hierarchy. So save this. We can also see the cost center group here from here as well. We, so you can see this is the cost center group. So let's go and check about the standard hierarchy as well. You can see we are going to display. So you can see standard hierarchy is now updated in the system. So this is my standard hierarchy, and this is my cost center group, and this is my cost center. So like this we can create multiple cost centers, cost center groups, and we have one hierarchy for our one controlling area, and under one hierarchy we can create multiple cost center groups. Like let's go and check. Let's go and create another one, which is service. I'm going to create the cost center group of service. So I'm going to create using my cost center hierarchy and change lower level. I'm going to create the service department. Save. So I have not assigned any cost center under the service cost center group, but I have seen how we are going to create the cost center group. So like this we can create multiple cost center groups under one standard hierarchy. Go back, let's see service. So this is my cost center group. We can also see in the standard hierarchy as well. So go to display. So you can see this is the service. So we can create any cost center from here as well. So I have select cost center. So I'm going to use 1002. This is service, and person is ABC, and assign the cost center category, and this is related to service. I'm going to use this for administration as it is not for sales service. Okay, and save this. So you can see we have assigned cost centers to service cost center group and production cost center group as well. So like this we can create multiple cost center groups, cost centers as and when required by our company. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.